What's up, everybody? We asked you on Facebook and on Instagram, what are some assumptions that you might have about me? And well, since this is the show called All Things Adrienne, I was like, we should set the record straight and let you know the real deal. So I'm gonna go through these. I'm hoping they're like really crazy because this could get interesting. Let's do this. Now, before we get started, remember that you can tap the bell right by the subscription button so that you can get notified every time there's a new episode of All Things Adrienne. That's the second time I've said the title of the show. Let's keep that going. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about All Things Adrienne, right? And wow, I have the list. It's in my email box. And crazy enough, I have 105,000 unread emails. Did you assume that? Low-key, as fun as this is about to be, hopefully, I'm like nervous. Like, what do people assume about me? Okay. What? I assume that you never leave the house without makeup on. Lana's laughing because that's a joke. I actually, if I am not working, I never have makeup on. I go to the grocery store with no makeup on. I work out at the gym with no makeup on. The bigger question is, do I leave my house? You wish that people didn't know you as the cheetah girl. No, that's totally wrong. I love being a cheetah girl. Probably one of the best things I've ever done. Probably what I'm most proud of is being a cheetah girl, because there's so many parents that felt like that was something really positive in their children's lives. I love nothing more than people coming up to me and being like, you have no idea, you are my childhood. Like, that's a beautiful thing. And more than anything, the fact that for the first time, there was representation of a young Latina on Disney Channel, and I feel really, really proud of that. You and your husband never fight. That's actually correct. We silly bicker because that's like my way of flirting. My version of flirtation is just being like silly and like feisty, so to speak. But real fights, there has got to be something said for compatibility. Like, I really married someone that I'm really compatible with and that I really like. So there isn't much to fight about. Babe, do we fight? Are you trying to say I fight? Is this about to be a fight? Wait. You saying I fight?
No.
Okay, people may think it's fighting, but that's just me talking. I just have a aggressive way of speaking, but that does not mean at all that there's a fight happening. I just am very opinionated, and I praise God every day that my husband is strong enough to handle that. You wanna fight? You wanna fight? You wanna fight? That's pretty accurate. I just read that, okay, that people assume that I am an open book, very real, and what you see is what you get. That is 100% accurate and 100% a lie all at the same damn time. So it is 100% accurate because I am pretty much an open book. I am very real, and what you see is what you get. What I think most people don't realize is that in real life, there's also a whole other side of me that's very cerebral, and like I overthink things. I can sit very quietly for a very long time. I am what I would consider a loner. I can easily disconnect from people. Do you ever really know somebody wholeheartedly? Like, it's hard to know every part of them. So although I say a lot and I share a lot, there are those quiet moments that I think no one will ever know or understand or be a part of. And I actually cherish the things that only I have experienced, know about, and I like my lonely moments. Oh, that I'm very generous. I feel like I'm really generous with my time and energy. I've already told you guys I'm super frugal Fran, so like when you say I'm really generous, like if one of my friends is here and they're like, man, I would love to visit Italy one day, I'm not the type of person that's like, thought about what you said yesterday. Here's a flight to Italy. That is so not me, but I will tell you who that is. That is my husband, Israel Houghton. Okay, that is true. I am really generous with my loved ones, and I'm really generous with people that work very closely to me. Those would be Lana, Ray, Grace, like Lena. Like people that are like very close to me and my family. I am very generous with my family. Anything my family ever wants, they got it. What's mine is theirs, 100%. Every penny I own, everything in my house is theirs. You can get bitchy at times. Can everyone? Like, I think everyone in life can get bitchy at times. I feel terrible if I'm like wild bitchy though. Like, that does not make me feel good. So the moments I get bitchy, things that make you go bitchy, I would say are if I'm really hungry, I can get hangry. Is that accurate? Lana would be best to say, when do I get bitchy? If I don't understand something and people are talking too quickly. Okay, Lana and I try to have these incredible like money management conversations or like discussing real estate and finances, and I have a harder time absorbing that kind of information. So I just ask that they slow down and explain it to me, and if I don't understand something, I'm just like, I get frustrated, and then that will make me be bitchy. Like, I'm just like, I'm not understanding, like, hold on, like, what does that mean? Like, just trying to understand, but it's more of like a frustration. And what else makes me bitchy? Like, don't come for my family, don't come for the people I love, don't come for my friends. I can't stand liars. If you lie to me and I catch you in a lie, I will absolutely be bitchy towards you just because I think it's the most cowardly thing you could ever do. I'd rather you just tell me how you feel. I'd rather you tell me you did something. I'd rather you just be an awful human being, but don't be a liar. Be true to the awful human being that you are. Yes. What? Okay, that is always the strangest thing to me. Somebody assumes that I prefer Puerto Rico over Ecuador. So here's the thing. I can't prefer either or. That's like saying I prefer one half of my body, or like, it's just, I am 50-50. I am 50% Puerto Rican. I am 50% Ecuadorian. I don't prefer one over the other. They are different, and I love and celebrate both of them. Now, why I think people think that I might prefer being Puerto Rican over being Ecuadorian is because I was raised culturally more Puerto Rican. My mother is Puerto Rican. Like, it's a lot of influence on my life. My everyday upbringing was definitely more Puerto Rican. But crazy thing is, I didn't go to Puerto Rico growing up. Like, we didn't go every summer to Puerto Rico. I went every summer to Ecuador. So it was like, I got the best of both worlds, and I love that, and I celebrate that every single day. And I actually think I look more Ecuadorian because I look more like my father. I have a more Puerto Rican body because I have my mother's body. So pretty much I'm like Ecuadorian, Puerto Rican, Ecuadorian, Puerto Rican. And that's who I am. I am Puerto Rican, and I'm Ecuadorian, and 100% Latina. Oh, people are out of it. Like, this is what makes me think like people don't know me at all. Like, at all. Like, I love the outdoors. I went camping every single summer growing up. I was a Girl Scout and a missionette. I could sleep in a tent with no problem. I actually pretty sure I still know how to make a fire on my own, rubbing two sticks together. I love to get dirty. I love hiking. Bugs don't bother me at all. At all. Like, my husband hates bugs. They don't bother me. Oh, fun fact though, I am allergic to mosquito bites, but even that doesn't bother me. Like, mosquitoes could be flying on my face, like a fly could be sitting right here and I'd just be like, whatever. But they swell up crazy. Like, I get hives from mosquito bites. Like, most people get mosquito bites and it's like one dot. No, mine is like a full island that is completely puffed up. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, baby, linda, mamita. Somebody assumes that I wasn't as short as I claimed to be. Why would I claim to be extra short? All right, that's actually not completely inaccurate. I have been 4'11" for the last 35 years. And according to my last physical, I may or may not be 5 feet. This is crazy, people, okay? We like the number 4'11". 4'11" is cuter, it's more shocking, it's like, wait, hold up. So, although my doctor recently tried to tell me I was 5 feet, I'm 4'11". I've been 4'11" for 35 years. I don't know if it's that Ray's weave was extra heavy high that day, gave me an extra inch in my tracks. I don't know. Maybe I stood extra tall. Maybe I didn't slouch that day. I don't know. Get a measuring tape. Let's see how tall I am for real. The doctor may have said that I'm 5 feet, but I identify as 4'11". Oh, here we go. Let's do this. Yo, my hair is a little high today, though. I'm just putting that out there. All right, Kyle, how tall are you?
6'1".
He's our cameraman. He gets all those bomb angles that I greatly appreciate. And I tell him not to catch my double chin. Okay, so we are gonna measure exactly how tall I am. Wait, but I really do feel like Ray made my hair a little foofy today. How tall am I? But that's not really, you need to see like where
it's hard to call.
That's a track.
I feel like I need Tesla in on this to see.
Tesla, step in, please.
It's hard for me to hold it and
Can we do it from the front?
Yeah, let's do it from the front. From like my right here, right?
Oh yeah.
Guys,
Put a book.
that's 4'11".
Yes! I told you guys we are on brand.
The doctor was wrong. I am 4'11". Let's clarify, so I wasn't lying. Don't let numbers keep you boxed in. What you feel in your heart, that's what you are. I felt it in my heart. My heart had told me I was 4'11". What? Well, I make my friends famous. That's really what it is. Lana was a regular person. She's now the Lana the Great. Grace was regular. No, Grace was never regular. Grace was always fabulous. I think what you consider normal, I consider extraordinary. I think I have tons of extraordinary friends that are just amazing every day, good, hardworking, amazing, beautiful people. And you just think they're, I don't know, something else because they're on my YouTube channel or they're like regular, nice, normal people. I'm confused. What does a normal person consist of? Like, isn't everybody a normal person? Someone knows somebody. Everybody's a somebody to somebody. I'm so confused. I do have friends that are not famous. Tons of them. Someone said I'm more of a pads than tampons kind of girl. What the heck? But I could be so wrong. Lana just said, ew. Crazy fun fact. Do I share or do I not share? See, this is the TMI stuff I'm talking about. I am absolutely more of a tampon kind of girl, but here's the thing. I really don't need either. I have got the lowest, simplest cycle that you could possibly have. Literally, it's like, oh, I'm spotting. 2 hours later, the end. Like, I have a non-existent period. By the time I'm like, oh, I have my period, let me go get a tampon, it's over. Like, this is pointless. Like, literally, like, people come to my house and I feel like the most disgusting, most irresponsible grown woman ever because I have friends that come to my house and they're like, I'm so sorry, do you have a pad or a tampon that I could borrow? And I'm like, we have no tampons in this house, we have no pads. I don't know what to tell you. Like, that, put a little piece of toilet paper, in the next 5 minutes it's gone. I'm a perfectionist. I would say I'm somewhat of a control freak. I like to be in control of things. Listen, the Bible says I should give my best in everything that I do, and that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just always be and give my best. So if that makes me a perfectionist, then fine, I'm a perfectionist. I'm smarter than most people think when they see me. I actually think that is accurate. I actually think I sometimes can play dumb to make people feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't want my intelligence to like completely make you. It's very intimidating. You hate being famous. I don't hate being famous because I'm grateful for what that has done for not only myself, but for my family and the opportunities that it's opened. I'm at a place in my life where I do not care about being famous anymore. I care about being successful, making money so that I can provide for my family. Those are things I care more about. Like if tomorrow I suddenly made $500 million, I would no longer care to be like on red carpets and taking my like I don't care if you don't see me anymore as long as my family's taken care of. You want to have 3 kids, I actually would like to have 5. You want to release new music, but people in the music industry have taken away your confidence. It's not about the people in the industry. I think I've done that to myself. You never speak to any of the Cheetah Girls anymore. It's not true. I actually was just FaceTiming with Raven the other day. You never wear cheap stuff. Major wrong assumption. I love a good deal. My favorite clothing is like Fashion Nova. And I actually love cheap clothing. Like I love it so much. I don't like spending money on clothing. I think that is extremely wasteful. The trends change. You wear it a few times. You think it's cute, keep it pushing. Like I do not think spending money on super expensive clothes is smart. It's dumb. You are ready for kids, but waiting for God's perfect timing. I actually am ready for kids. And the reason why I don't have kids is because I wasn't waiting on God's perfect timing and I instead was trying to control it and only give myself 2 windows every year to get pregnant. So that went kind of weird. I literally was being, like I said, trying to control everything. So I would be on birth control and then be like, let me get off birth control for August and September so that I can give birth in summer when we're on hiatus from the real. So I did that 2 years in a row, and now I'm at a place where I'm like, I'll get pregnant whenever God wants me to get pregnant. It's not that I don't like pets. I had an interesting pet experience with my dog Wednesday growing up. He would bite me all the time and I would stand in my room and scream and literally check to see that he wasn't in the hallway so that I could go to the bathroom. So it's pretty much like being held hostage in your own house by your pet dog. I literally would be like, Ma, I have to pee. She'd be like, go to the bathroom. We'll come out of the room. No, hold the dog. Like I was petrified of the dog that I lived with. So they would hold Wednesday and then I'd be like, you have him? Yes. And I'd run like a psycho so that I could go pee in the bathroom. Not a great experience. I'd love maybe in the future to have a better pet experience. You're a middle of the night snacker. Absolutely not. I'm a middle of the night sleeper. I'm not getting up. If I was starving, if I gotta pee, if I'm thirsty, she's not moving. I'm zombied out in a coma, asleep. Not happening. You have become more conservative because of who you are married to. I just have become more of who I am. I think when you marry the right person, they make you more you than you've ever been. And I think I've been with people and around people and friends with people that sometimes maybe not be true to myself, and I think this is the truest version of who I really am. I've always had a really strong faith in God. I've always had a really strong relationship with God. I just don't think maybe I was as comfortable talking about it before. Yeah, that made me more of who I actually really am. Lana, till this day, has told me she wishes I would still be more of who I really am on platforms like The Real. Like she thinks like it's fun to have like those conversations that are all like, yes girl, no girl. But she's like, I wish people could see like who you really, really are. And if I'm honest, that's why you love all things Adrienne. You say like, that's her, it's our favorite outlet because I think people get to see a different side of me. Probably more so who I am. You never have a bum day. What? I have bummy days all the time, you guys. I think buying cute bummy clothes is the key. Like Fashion Nova has a bunch of like, I literally just pulled out a bunch of sweatsuits and Lana bought me some really cool Yeezys, the analogs. Thank you, girl, for hooking me up. And you can put that on, wear a bun and some cute sunglasses, and even your bummy look will look somewhat put together. So yes, it's like a halfway. I do try to look put together at all times, but it's still bummy swag. I love you guys for asking these questions. I actually think this just makes us connect even more. And yeah, it's really interesting to hear what people assume about you. Make sure you click the bell next to the subscription box for All Things Adrienne to get notified when there's a new episode of All Things Adrienne. Love you guys.